Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got some exciting leaked news regarding future squad content. If you guys frequent the Join Squad subreddit, Monday night this post ended up sticking by the moderators stating that any leaked content would be taken down. Now the first thing you might have thought was, what leaked content? Of course, this post got many people riled up and asking questions, especially since the subreddit itself didn't appear to have anything out of the ordinary on it. Thursday night, this post popped up by the community manager Gatsby, explaining what happened, why the sub was locked down, and also, yes, included pictures of those sweet leaks we all knew were out there. To make a long story short, when the playtest build got pushed to all of us in an update on March 9th, content that was not supposed to be in that update was actually included in the build. A few curious people started rooting around and found stuff that OWI really didn't want them to see. And now that those leaks are officially given the okay by OWI themselves, here we go. The Middle Eastern Alliance is officially coming to Squad. It's been rumored for a long time that the Middle Eastern Coalition, the faction from the original Project Reality, would be included in the game. And it appears that OWI took the same ideas and put their own spin on it with the MEA. Taking information from Project Reality Wiki, we see that the MEC is considered a pseudo-Iranian faction. Obviously not official Iranian forces, but similar in vehicles and weaponry. Additionally, the MEA is a Red 4 faction, meaning it will be fighting against the likes of the US, UK, and Canada. This is also the first conventional Red 4 faction apart from Russia to be introduced into the game, which was really needed for balance and meta reasons. Now, many in the squad community have asked for Germany to be included in the game, and although we are obviously not getting Germany, or at least not in the near future, the MEA does have a handful of their weapons, which is a nice change from AKs and M4s. If we take a closer look at this leaked faction picture, we can see that the small arms are the G3 and MG3. Starting with the MG3 machine gun, it looks like it's equipped with a box magazine and the M145 optic. This falls in line with the MEC kit in Project Reality, as we see here. As someone who absolutely loves the MG42 from World War II games, seeing the modernized MG3 in Squad is going to be amazing. I'm not much of a light machine gun or auto rifle player, but I cannot wait to get my hands on this. The squad leader model, which is rocking an awesome beret, looks to have a G3 with the RMR red dot, as shown here. Whereas the Grenadier appears to also have the HK-79 underbarrel grenade launcher equipped with the ZF-1 scope. The profile on the main screen looks similar to the real-world pictures of this scope, and we can also confirm that it is in fact in the game with this other leaked photo, showing what once again appears to be a squad leader using the ZF-1, as indicated by the kit showing the tracer round in the bottom right. Now, if we take a look at the Project Reality wiki page for more direction, we can take a few guesses on other kits coming to the faction. The Marksman kit would most likely be the G3 SG-1, essentially a bipoded G3 with a telescopic sight. This would be great to see, as the current Red 4 Marksman rifle, the SVD, has no bipod. And although it's still powerful, it's definitely weaker when compared to the American, British, and Canadian kits. Now, if we want to go full tinfoil hat theory, we could also speculate that perhaps the SSG-69 may be included as a sniper type role for the MEA, not unlike the Canadian Timberwolf, therefore allowing both Red 4 and Blue 4 factions to have a bolt-action sniper rifle. This weapon was included in Project Reality, and in-game was called the SSG-P1. My only thought would be that if they were to include another bolt-action rifle, it would be highlighted and show up in the faction picture like with the Canadians. Now, although PR has the MP5 included in its weaponry, I would be surprised to see it, as no conventional faction in Squad has a submachine gun right now. Instead, I'd expect something along the lines of the smaller G3, perhaps the foldable stock version as shown in the faction pictures. As for vehicles, if we first look at the faction overview, we see what looks like a T-72 with a bit more reactive armor on it than the model the Russians currently have in game. Based on this, we could also speculate that perhaps the armament might also be different. The other leaked photos show what looks like open-top Jeeps with shielded PKM machine guns. If it's anything like the technicals already included in the game, expect it to be fast and carry about 4 players. We also see that the MEA will have a BMP-1, as shown here. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed in seeing the BMP-1 instead of the BMP-2. But we'll have to see how it plays out with the rest of the faction's kits and vehicles. Additionally, we can see 2 BRDMs with rocket pods, which honestly is really cool to see. Although we have rocket techies in-game, they are restricted to the rocket pods and offer little to no protection for the crew. Here we can see that the scout cars not only have the rocket pods, but also have the main turret, allowing for a much stronger vehicle. A few people have also pointed out and seen the dump truck lined up with the other vehicles at MEA main. This caused some speculation that it could indeed be used like Project Reality's Gary, a giant IED-filled truck that obliterated everything in its path. As much as I want to see Gary in game, looking at the pictures a bit closer, it does look like the dump truck is just an asset, as we can see that the vehicle's tires don't have that same modeling and shading as the other usable vehicles. I'd be happy to be proven wrong, but that's my educated guess. Sorry to burst y'all's IED bubbles. Now the last part of the leak showed a map overview for Fallujah. Fallujah has been highly anticipated since Squad became its own standalone game. One of the largest updates was the Road to Fallujah, a post made nearly 3 years ago discussing what areas of the city the devs wanted to include, how they would break down the districts, and how the map itself would all fit together. Since then, we have received smaller breadcrumbs that Fallujah was indeed being worked on, and although it was posted as a part 1, I honestly haven't been able to find a part 2. Now taking a look at the leaked picture, we see an invasion layer with a dense urban area and many of the points of interest and districts outlined by the 2017 overview, including the famed Blue Mosque. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot from the minimap, but based on another January 2019 work in progress picture, we can guess that it may have some of the same type of street fighting we see in Mutaha. The main difference I'm seeing between the two is that Mutaha looks to have a lot of smaller residential buildings, whereas if we look at the two pictures here, it seems that Fallujah has a lot of big, tall commercial buildings to fit in with the city's districts. This should offer a lot of unique urban street fighting that we can't find in Mutaha, and frankly Al-Basra kind of fails at providing. Faction-wise, we can see that insurgents are on defense and what appears to be the US Army on offense. Now we could be wrong and the Army is simply a placeholder for the Marine Corps, which actually fought in Fallujah and was included in the Project Reality version of this map. But as of now, it doesn't look like it's in the game. To back that up, I'd be very surprised if a leaker would post MEA and not Marines. Fingers crossed that when this is finished we will get the Marines, since it would just feel a bit weird fighting in Fallujah without them. Well, that's about all the exciting news I have for y'all today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more squad videos, and let me know your thoughts on all the leaked content in the description below. But that's it for me. Peace.